another day. Not so sunny, but it's much milder. So we said last time that we've welded this. We've tack welded there, and we've tack welded there, and that needs to be finished. We're just going to finish this whole section off. Like we need to weld in there, for instance, and down there, and down there, and up there. This needs to be finished off. I'm going to cut a panel for this right now, so we can fit that out of that steel, which is slightly thicker than the steel we normally use, but you know, it's certainly going to be better. If not, certainly won't be any worse. So we'll finish this whole side off, and then we'll take that floor out. Yeah, and start fitting that floor on the other side. Cutting through the inner wing section. Let's come off. But that basically has a straight plate that goes onto there. And you can see on that one what's left of it. Have you finished? Yeah. So I know this needs to be fixed. You can see there's a hole in there. There's a hole in that one as well. I'll probably plate that, but I'll leave it there for now so we know where the end is. Otherwise we'll end up not knowing where it finishes, but we know here because we can see that. All good, and that needs a plate in there. But just quickly, I'm gonna film Peter's finishing. Hello Peter.
Hi.
We're just about to finish that plate. Floor pan, which is good. It's all been properly seam welded this time. You have to be careful with these because you've got to get the blade quite close, because you can see the blade goes in that quite a bit. If you hit something with it, you just bend or break the blade. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. So you've got to get it quite tight. You can hear they're quite violent. Off. It doesn't do as good a cut. You can see it's a bit violent, but it's fine. We can grind that off. You can get the grinder in then how to grind it, which does a good job. There you go. All done. We're just about to film. We don't really show you us moving the car around, but this will be interesting. Right. Wait a second. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Is that good? So a quick recap. You can see that's been properly seam welded now to the chassis leg. That floor, and most of this we need to plate this, and also do a bit of pulling out. That side has got this plating, which is really good. This floor doesn't look very good because it's covered in grinding dust, but this section's in. We plated this because we've put a new plate in here. We will seam seal all this. This one had the frost strip gel done ages ago, and you can see it's dried off. So really all we have to do is clean it off now with a wire brush. Cleaned off now. Obviously you have to let it dry, and I will also clean the other one, this one. I'll probably put it on a low pressure. Who needs an oven? We haven't got an oven, obviously, but these radiators get really hot. That'll go hot enough. I found a mark in the mould, and I reckon it's an air bubble when it was moulded, which isn't great, but it's obviously not a no one's drilled into it, and it doesn't go all the way through, so I'm going to fill it. There, I filled it. It's high, obviously. I'll rub it down with a bit of 320 grit, and then that should dry pretty quickly because this is very hot. Now it's been on the radiator for a good hour. That's nice and warm. Just got a quick rub down. Then I'll heat it up again probably with the hot air gun. Nice and warm, and I'm going to paint it. One thing though, the list of things that live in this paint will kill you. Really not really toxic stuff. So I'll wear my mask. And now we just dry it with this. And you won't see because it's too dark, but crackle finish will come up. I might actually. So it's a beautiful day here. It's a bit not that cold actually. It's probably 9-10 degrees in London. So as you know, I tried to paint this with a different type of high temperature wrinkle paint, and I bought that, and I must say that is fantastic stuff. I don't know if I can get close enough for you to see it. It looks kind of greyish, but it is really black. The camera's not doing it justice. It's done a fantastic job. So I repainted this today, and you can see this lovely crackle finish on there. It's a bit dirty, obviously, because I've just sanded it down, but both sides will look like that. Start with 60 grit. This is these pads are for an orbital sander, but they're fine. You can just wrap around Scotch block, and that gets most of it off. Right, this is 600 grit. And I'll finish it off with 600 and then move to 1200. And there you go, look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Right, I've got some 1200 grit. I'm going to grab that and come back. As you can see, I'm all set. I've got my Tunnocks caramel wafers, which haven't appeared in the program for months, and I've got coffee. So I'm all ready to go. Obviously, I won't get dust in my coffee because I'm using wet and dry. And the paintbrush is to give it a proper clean off afterwards, because there's a bit of aluminium dust on these, as you can see, and there will be a kind of sludge that the wet and dry will make as I rub it down. Anyway, 1200 grit, as I said, bit of water, and off we go. And you won't be able to see anyway when it's done. Right, that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. Wash my hands and have a Tanix caramel wafer. Ooh, sorry. Anyway, there you go. That I'm pretty happy with. I'll give that a clean off with a hose in a second. There you go. Don't forget to clean the inside. I did show you earlier. I put that through the sandblaster. They look amazing, I think you'll admit. No? Yeah? No? Maybe leave a comment if you like them. If you don't, also leave a comment. Thanks for watching.